Oops. It's not what I wanted to do. Damn it. Come on. Don't worry, guys. I will be letting you guys see my face, so just give me a feel. I'm actually trying to get my stomach situated right now because it is actually turning. So I had to take my medicine. Alright, let's see here. Ouch.
Report any suspicious behavior to your department head. The Honest have nothing to fear. Have a nice day. Remember, all leakers will be court-martialed for treason.
Shut up, Lester.
Okay, the networks are...
Yes, I know about the Bogdan problem. Okay, that's good. Alright. Sorry, I'm just scrolling through a bunch of notifications I had earlier. And my Discord is still blowing up. Sorry guys, give me a second here. Alright. Go back to Twitch. Oh my god. I follow way too many Discords and have not muted any notifications on any of the newest ones that I follow. So, there's that. I'm gonna get the original things out of the way first, so give me a second here, guys. What's up, Yuki? Give me a second here. Let's see here. I will now let you guys see what I look like. There we go. Kind of. There we go. So, the title of the stream, as you can see, is Let's Talk About Mental Health. Why haven't I been on Twitch, literally, in over a week? Well, the answer is simple. I have been dealing with some issues that affected my mental health state to where I was mentally and emotionally drained to where I just couldn't handle it. So I avoided Twitch, I avoided my PlayStation, I avoided gaming on the PS4, and I also avoided talking to some friends until I could get my mental health stable. Mental health is nothing to mess around with. And when you try helping certain people out and they take you for granted, this isn't anybody that's on my follower list, this isn't anybody that's on my mods, this has nothing to do with the Twitch community. This is somebody outside of the community, outside of my moderations, everything like that. But when you bend over ass backwards for somebody trying to help them out, they take you for granted, they screw you over, they come back, threaten you, threaten your family, and then get told today to just kill yourself. Well, outside of Twitch, outside of the funny guy that you guys are so used to seeing with joking around with friends, all that fun stuff, I suffer a great deal of mental health. I have ADHD, I have ODD, I was diagnosed with depression at the age of 10, due to a life-changing event of mine when I was a kid, and that has not gone away. So when you try helping somebody out, and they basically tell you to go kill yourself, that takes a toll. When you try helping somebody out and tell them what your plans are to try to be with somebody, or try to help them out in person because they're too far away with what they're trying to help you out with, and they tell you that if you do that, they will kill you, it takes a toll on you. So, since the other day, about last week, I have not been on Twitch. I have not streamed. I have not given the community an update. So, here's the update. When you, and I know people that I follow on Twitch have had this same shit happen to them with trolls and stuff like that, where they have been told to basically just kill themselves. I've read the information on Twitter, Instagram, you name it, I read it. But when you have somebody that you're supposed to help out tell you that, you know, it basically fucks with your head. Me personally, I've been dealing with mental health for almost 21 years. And some people can handle it, some people can't handle it. Some people, when they are told to just go kill themselves, a lot of people do that. What do I do? Well, I stay to myself for one, so I don't take it out on the people that are close to me. And then, I wasn't high enough. Fuck. And then, you know, I'll play some GTA or listen to music because I can't act upon my impulses in real life because that'll get me a life sentence, and I'm not about that. So what do? I fire up GTA and I go around killing people. Why? Because it's better to kill people on a video game than it is in real life because there ain't no consequences because I can call Lester and get the cops off me when I do it. In real life, you can't do that. So I listen to rock music. I listen to any type of music. I can fall asleep to any kind of music. I can vent to any kind of music. A lot of music pertains to my personal life as a kid growing up, even as an adult now. I'll be 31 in June. When life strikes you with trolls, insults, things like that nature, don't give in to them. Take personal time, clear your mind, clear your thoughts, whatever the case is, do that. Don't listen to the haters, especially if you have a family. I don't have a family, so I don't have a wife, I don't have any kids of my own. But I do have a lot of great friends that would miss me if I was gone. As well as my immediate family, my mom, my brothers, you know, my niece, my nephews, all that nature. My dad. I take all that into consideration. I am still here. I'm not dead. I won't ever give into the demons that feed my depression, as well as the other people that fuck with my head and stuff like that. But no, I was diagnosed with depression when I was between 10 and 11. My mother and father had gotten into a big argument when I was a kid. This was going back to dial-up internet days, and back when AOL Instant Messenger and Yahoo Instant Messenger was a thing still at the time. And my dad had accused my mom of cheating on her, and or not on her, but on him. And my mom up and left and went across the country to Portland, Oregon for 2.5 weeks. During that time, I suffered from anxiety, depression, probably separation anxiety disorder as well. And it was the worst 2.5 weeks of my entire life when I was a kid. And like I said, that state of mind has never helped. From you know, my preteen, my teen, as well as well into my adult life. So when you get people on the internet or in your community that want to badmouth you, and you know you suffer from mental health and stuff like that, what people don't understand is, well, can't really say what people don't understand. What these other people don't understand is you don't know what goes on behind the scenes. You don't know what that streamer or what that person is going through behind the scenes. And they could have just lost a loved one. You don't know. And when you go into their community and you do certain shit, it triggers it. You know? And in all honesty, it's gotta stop. I've never harmed myself with my depression. I have come close. That was 2014, 2015. One of my moderators, actually one of my greatest friends, you know, back in that time, I was dealing with some really dark issues, and my friend at the time, she's still my friend to this day. I actually spoke to her earlier yesterday because it is technically Wednesday. I spoke to her Tuesday, around noon, 12:30, 1 o'clock, something like that it was. I called her to give her an update on how I'm doing. And that's how I'm doing. You know, my buddy Dan, he asked me how I was doing. I didn't lie. I straight up told him terrible. He asked me what's wrong, and I told him, you know, dealing with mental health issues and stuff like that. It's not a personal attack to any of my moderators, any of my community members. You guys had nothing to do with the state of mind I'm in. Like I said, I do apologize for taking an X amount of days off. But you know, you gotta understand what goes on behind the scenes. You know what I mean? Even if, you know, I wasn't, even if that stuff had not happened in the past couple days, I do get drained from streaming. I will not lie, I do get drained from streaming to where I take a day or so off. It has nothing to do with the community. It has nothing to do with you guys. I love you guys. I love coming on here and talking to you guys and hanging out and stuff like that. But, you know, I know a lot of people out there that suffer from mental health. They don't speak up because they're afraid of being shunned, or badmouthed, or told, oh, well, you're just feeling sorry for yourself, or, you know, you're trying to play a guilt trip on everybody, or this, that, the next thing. And in reality, you don't know what that person's going through. You don't know if that person's lying just to get attention, or if they're literally telling you the truth. So don't ever judge a book by its cover, because you really honestly don't know what they are going through. I'll give you an example. You know, back in 2020, we were mandated worldwide, internationally, country, statewide, to wear one of these. Well, people that suffer from mental health wear those. You just can't see it because they don't allow you to. Well, what's the biggest mask that people that suffer from mental health wear? The happy mask. It is to mask their other feelings and what they're dealing with on a day-to-day basis, so nobody questions them, asks them questions. It,
Hey, how's it?
it can,
Jones for a drink.
you know, go a long way, but you never get rid of it. Okay? You have to, open up about it, talk about it, don't bottle it up inside, and stuff like that. So,
Ready to fill that void in your soul for a moment?
What's
Shop
been,
for the hottest new fashions at the casino store.
Shut up, lady. So, what has been also triggering my depression and my mental health is, the bill situation. I am behind in my bills to the extent where I'm at a very high risk of being evicted. because of last year. Since 2020, actually since New Year's, going into 2020, since New Year's and going into 2020, I have been in and out of the hospital, seeing a bunch of specialists, to figure out what's going on with my body, sickness-wise, and stuff like that. And, you know, summer of 2020, I wound up going to Virginia with my mom and my brother to take my niece and nephew to their mother. And, what had happened was, as I came back, uh-oh. Okay. So, that's the thing. Anyways, we'll just head back to Pluto Bay. I came back. I was at work with at one of the other restaurants with a manager and a friend of mine, a coworker of mine, and I started getting really weak. Started getting fatigued really easily. I'd go to work. I'd lose all my energy within a half an hour. I had no idea what was going on. So at that time, I had thought I had COVID. So I went and got tested. Well, it came back I did not have COVID. The doctor that was supposed to do the screening for the COVID pushed on my appendix. It hurt. Obviously, if you push on my stomach, it's going to hurt either way, whether I have appendicitis or not. So, after the test, he sent me up to the emergency room. They ran a bunch of blood work, stuff like that. It came back that I was borderline diabetic. I also had high thyroid, my vitamin D was low, and I had high cholesterol. And at that time, I was 28 years old. No, I lied. I was 29 years old. I was gonna be, I just turned 29. Because I'll be 31 this year. So, you know, since 2020, these health issues have been taking a toll on my body. Not to mention, in 2015, I had a injury occur at a warehouse where I deal with lower back issues. And they subside, then they come back, then they subside, then they come back. And there have been times where I've gotten up out of bed and nearly fell to the floor because the pain was so excruciating. When the injury first occurred, it did. That's how it was. I literally had to roll out of bed and crawl myself to the bathroom floor, or crawl myself to the bathroom, up to the toilet, and use the toilet to lift myself up, because that's how much pain I was in. So, all joking aside on the channel, you know, I do suffer from mental health. And, you know, when I tell people you need to watch what you say to me, you need to watch how you talk to me, and stuff like that, that isn't me being a jackass or being a dickhead. You know, I've had some really bad life events happen to me in my past that don't need to be discussed on Twitch, or even in a DM. Because some of my past, people don't need to know about. Because a listening ear can be a running mouth. And I have learned that through the course of my life. You know, you can vent to your best friend, and then the next minute you got 15, 20 people blowing up your cell phone, making fun of you or questioning about your stability and stuff like that. So, a listening ear can be a running mouth. So, you know, what's the best way to get your point across? Well, I know that I have some followers that, excuse me, that are big on Twitch. I follow several Twitch partners, even non-Twitch partners. I follow affiliates as well, people that aren't even anywhere near that. Some people only have community, you know, here on Twitch. So, you know, the old saying, never judge a book by its cover, a lot of people, shut up, a lot of people really need to follow that. And never take somebody for granted. Okay. Because you don't know what's gonna happen to them. Nobody does. You don't know how much time you got on this earth. You don't. You know, I could go to bed after I'm done streaming and I could not wake up. It could be my time to go. You don't know that. Nobody knows when it's their time to go. You know, I'm very spiritual. I'm very religious. I am a Christian. I have been baptized. I do believe in the man upstairs. Well, you guys may wonder, why do you believe in the man upstairs? Why are you a Christian? Why, you know, you guys, you know, might be questioning my religion. Who knows? The reason why is because when I was 7 years old, I was at a summer camp. My mom and dad enlisted me and my older brother, who is about, how old is he? I'll be 31. He'll be 36 this year. So he's about 5.5 years older than me, give or take. Not fully 5.5 years. He's you know, he was born in 86. I was born in 91. He was born in October. So when I was born, he was turning, I think, 5 that year. Yeah, he was turning 5 that year. So he's like 4.5 years older than me, something like that. Because I was born in June of 91. He was born in October of 86. So he's about, you know, 5.5 years older than me, give or take. But I am very spiritual. I'm very religious, and the reason why is, as I'll tell you, is because when I was 7 years old, I was at a summer camp. We were at a community pool that I used to go to, even outside of summer camp, and I was on what they call a high dive. Now, a lot of you guys aren't stupid. You know what a high dive is. It can be anywhere from 10 feet in the air, 15 feet in the air, 20 feet in the air. It don't matter. It's considered a high dive. Anything above a 2 or a 3 foot diving board, I consider a high dive. Or about a 4 foot, give or take. Well, I was on the high dive at this community pool, and what had happened was I was so proud of myself. I was going up and down it. I was, you know, jumping off of it, having fun.
What you want? Some wheels?
Yeah, dude, I do want some wheels because I'm too lazy to go to my arcade. So I want you to bring me
It's on the way.
Contender. What had happened was I was so proud of myself. I was telling the one camp counselor to watch me go off the diving board. Well, the girl that got me to be brave to go off the diving board was behind me. And then my older brother, was behind her. And I was on the diving board. Well, I was leaning through the bars, and what had happened was, what happened next was, I mean, you guys could imagine. I fell from the 15-foot high dive and landed on the concrete below. That fall should have killed me and broke my neck. Should have snapped my neck. I should have died. I was 7 years old. with how much I weighed and the force that I hit that concrete with, I should have died. The last thing I remember is saying I wanted the one camp counselor to go with me to the hospital. That was it. I don't remember being loaded up into the ambulance. I don't remember the ambulance ride. I don't remember anything. I don't remember anything after I said I wanted her to go with me. After I was transported to the emergency room, I woke up into the emergency room with doctors cutting my swimming trunks off to check for bruises, you know, internal bleeding, all that stuff. The only thing that I got out of that fall was a couple scratches on my legs and let me find a place to forward it. There's a place over here. Were scratches on my legs, and I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but there's a scar right there under my chin from the fall. That's all I got out of it. So, am I wrong for believing in a higher power? Absolutely not. 7 years old, falling off of a 15-foot high dive, and it should have killed you. And it didn't. That's a miracle. You know, after everything had happened, I found out later on that my brother, who was actually there at the time, wound up getting yelled at by the head lifeguard there because he was told not to pick me up because they didn't know if my neck was broken. And he picked me up and he carried me to the stretcher, and he got yelled at by, you know, lifeguard, medical staff, you know, the ambulances and everything else. So, you know, it's kind of hard not to believe in a higher power. I do believe that my favorite uncle, who you guys have seen the tattoo in memory of on my arm, watches over me every day, because of an experience I had the year he had passed away. It wasn't too long after he had passed away that I had this experience, you know. It was, what, late November, early December. Me, him, my mom, you know, my dad, my brothers, my one brother, I should say, his girlfriend at the time, we all did kettles for the Salvation Army. Where I was at a local Dollar General store, actually, you know, doing kettles. It was misting, the wind wasn't blowing. You know, I don't know how many of my followers have heard of the Avon company, and have bought in their products like Black Suede Cologne, Wild Country, Mesmerize, stuff like that. But my Uncle Terry, before they came out with the Mesmerize scent, used to wear Black Suede Cologne all the time. And it was cold, but it wasn't, you know, like I said, the wind wasn't blowing that bad. It wasn't blowing at all. It was misting. And I, you know, I looked up into the sky, you know, and I said, you know, Uncle Terry, did you call for this weather? And, you know, I was just pacing back and forth at the Dollar General Plaza, and a breeze went past my face, and it smelled like black suede cologne. My Native American heritage, and stuff like that, I do have a sixth sense. It's not as strong as, you know, a lot of people, but when I tell you a specific thing happened, I'm not lying. I had told my uncle's wife, which is my aunt, about that situation, and she agreed. She said the same thing I'm telling you guys right now, that my uncle was watching over me, and he was letting me know that he was there with me. And you know, say you don't believe me, call it a hoax. I don't care. I know what happened in my past. I know what happened, you know, almost 11 years ago. This holiday season will be 11 years since my uncle has passed on. It's very sad. I wish he was still around. In my eyes, he died too young. But my uncle, well, my uncle told me and my older brother, you know, something that I didn't tell my aunt until after he had passed away. And that was, there were a couple times my uncle would pull, you know, me and my brother into the bedroom, you know, there at their house, and he would bullshit with just me and him. And, you know, the one day he had pulled us in there, and he had told us that he wouldn't live to see his, you know, oh, let's see here. He wouldn't live to see his 52nd birthday. He wouldn't live to see 52. He was born November 1st of, you know, 1960. He died November 27th of 2011. And it wasn't shortly before he had passed away that he had said this for the final time to us. And me and my brother looked at him and go, you know, Uncle Terry, don't say that. You know, you still have a full life ahead of you. You know, you can't be saying that shit to us. Because we love you and we need you here. And, you know, he was hell-bent on telling us that he wasn't going to live to see 52. Well, and that was the first time I crashed in my truck. Wow. That's fun. All that driving around, and I crashed once. Anyways, so my uncle did not live to see 52 years old. He has missed out on a lot since he has been gone. But I know he watches over his family. You know, he's everywhere. He's in a better place. He ain't suffering anymore from his COPD and stuff like that. And everything else he had wrong with him. So, you know, in a sense, he's better where he's at. But, you know, you know, it is what it is. It's sad that happened. But like I said, mental health comes in various forms. And it's nothing to joke about. Someone who doesn't suffer from effects of mental health will never understand. So what do? You go to a shrink. Oh, well, I'll give you this medicine. You know, the medicine doesn't work. Oh, well, I'll give you this medicine. How do you feel today? Buddy, unless you suffer from mental health effects of mental health, you're not going to understand what we go through. When I was a kid growing up, you know, I was told by a counselor of mine, actually several counselors of mine, that caseworkers, you know, mental health therapists and stuff, you know, they said that I have so much insight that you know, I should go to college and become a counselor for mental health and, you know, kids or teenagers that have been, you know, abused in their life and stuff like that. They told me I should go to college and get my degree in that field. Because of, you know, what has happened in my personal life as a kid growing up. I was going to do that. But with college, it comes money. I wasn't going to go to college to get a degree in a field that, yeah, I know I'm excellent at helping people out. I'm excellent at giving advice. This, that, the next thing. I understand all that. But, I wasn't going to put myself in debt. You know, right now I'm $3,500 in debt with just my rent because of being, you know, out sick. And missing all the work that I've missed. Could you imagine if I had gone to college and got a bunch of student loans? How much money I would be paying back? I wouldn't be done with paying off student loans until I was probably 50 years old. You know what I mean? They garnish wages if you don't pay them. You know, things like that. So they'll take your taxes. And all that stuff piles up in the end. You know what I mean? So, I, you know, try to give the best advice I can. Sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes people just want to take on their health issues, mental health issues, whatever, by themselves. Here's, if you guys learn anything from this stream on mental health tonight, now, morning, tonight, whatever, wherever you are, you know, if you're in other parts of the world, it's already, you know, morning time. But if there's one thing to take from this stream, it's literally don't bottle up your emotions, your feelings, anything like that. Because when you do that, you are draining yourself even worse. And when you go to talk about it, and express yourself to people, once you finally said that you can't handle it anymore, 9 times out of 10 you express it in the wrong way, and it's usually to a loved one or a best friend, whatever, and it comes out completely wrong. You take all those feelings out on someone close to you 9 times out of 10. And then what's that person gonna think? What the fuck did I do? You know, what did I do to this person? What did I do to Iron? Whatever, whoever they are talking to at the time. The thing is the people that are on the receiving end of this, you didn't do anything to us. You didn't. It's the simple fact is a lot of people think that they can handle these type of issues, and all they do is bottle it up, I'm not going to talk about it, you know? I'm stronger than, you know, the demons that I deal with on a day-to-day basis, you know? That's what they tell themselves. And in reality, they're not. So, if you learn anything from this stream, from me talking about personal experiences with doing exactly what I'm talking about, I wouldn't tell you not to bottle your feelings up if I didn't know what the end result is, okay? I've been there, done that, countless times, numerous times, hurt the people that I loved and cared about, you know, family and friends alike, you know? I wouldn't tell you not to bottle your feelings up if I didn't know it was gonna affect and hurt somebody else, you know what I mean? So if you learn anything, if you got something weighing on your mind, if you, you know, feel like, everybody's against you, or you don't have anybody that you can trust or talk to, well, sometimes, you know, you just look to the community, man. Look to your community, look to, your friends, see who talks about stuff like this, you know. That's what it boils down to, you know. It's not a guilt trip, it's not a, oh, pity iron. No, it has nothing to do with that. It's literally to help other people out that suffer from certain diagnoses like I did. If I personally can help somebody, well, fuck off, bitch. If I can help at least one person, you know, change their views of, you know, opening up about certain things, I consider that a victory. Rather than seeing somebody go and take it out on people that don't deserve it. You know what I mean? I'm not telling my community or anybody else out there that needs to hear this, I'm not telling you guys anything that I haven't already told friends of mine that I've known for several years. Don't bottle up your emotions. Don't bottle up your feelings, because if you do that and you go to express yourself, you're going to take it out for you. It's going to be, you're going to just take it out the wrong way on the wrong person, and then they'll eventually not talk to you because it'll be like, oh, well, I've been friends with this person for X amount of years and they just treated me like complete shit. You don't want to do that. You know, do what I'm doing, you know. I informed my best friend Madeline, you know, what's been going on. And the funny thing about that whole scenario she literally told me as soon as I called her that she was worried about me and wondering what was going on. So, you know, obviously I opened up, I told her about it. And I planned this stream. I actually was planning this stream several hours ago. I was going to do the stream, but I went to bed about 8, 9 o'clock this morning. And the person that I'm referring this big ass, you know, speech to woke me up at noon. Was blowing my phone up after I said I wanted to go to bed. I'll be up in a few hours.
Give them access to the base.
You know, a few hours does not mean after 2 or 3 hours. You know, and this person knows that my mental health has been bothering me, has been weighing on me, and you know, it just boils down to they didn't really care how I was being affected by everything. So, you know, they got extremely pissed off at me today and said some ignorant things simply because I don't lie. Because I have been lied to my entire life by friends, by females, ex-girlfriends. You son of a bitch. Fuck you, dick. Stupid ass AI. So, you know, I'm not gonna play Dead by Daylight probably tonight. I'm just gonna drive around GTA and, you know, talk to you guys. But yeah, so that's literally what's been going on. It got worse the past couple days, but this has been going on for almost the past 5 months. I'm not gonna seek out a shrink. I hate doctors. I hate psychiatrists. I won't ever go to them again. Simply because of what happened to me when I was in high school. I think I've told the community about what happened when I was in high school. I had a psychiatrist put me on a mood stabilizer. But they didn't go about it the correct way. I know some people have heard of the medication Abilify. I was on an antidepressant medicine called paroxetine, Paxil. And this psychiatrist wanted me to take a mood stabilizer. Actually, it wasn't just my psychiatrist, it was my foster family as well. Well, what happened is this psychiatrist put me on Abilify. Well, the dosage he put me on was the highest dosage possible. And when it comes to Abilify, you're not supposed to do that. So what did the Abilify do to me on this high dosage of what it was doing? Well, because it was on the highest dosage that... Oh my god. Fucking charger. Because it was on the highest dosage that you could possibly be put on, it fucked with my mind, my head. It made me look like I was on drugs. I was questioned if I was on drugs. And it was shutting down my motor skills. It wasn't until I, you know, and when I say it was affecting me badly, I literally mean that. I got sent home from school because of it, and I went to get a shower, and, you know, the shower was, you know, like the shower I have here at the motel room that I live at. And what happened was, after I got out of the shower, I went to get out, and I fell out of it. Like, I was out of it. Like, it was fucking with my mind. And it wasn't until I had gone to school and I was in study hall. I was a sophomore, so I was in 10th grade. And you know, I was in study hall. A couple of my friends were nearby. They told our study hall teacher, who actually just happened to be one of my shop teachers, that I looked out of it. So he went over to the office and grabbed the principal and the assistant principal at the time. They come over, and, you know, a lot of people know my real name is David, but they came over and they were like, hey, you know, they tapped me on my shoulder, and I looked up at them and I was like, Yeah. Like, I sounded like a zombie, I looked like a zombie, I looked like I was on drugs. And, they asked me if I was alright. And I told them I was. And, they go, you don't look like you're alright. And they go, are you on drugs? And I was like, no. You know, so, they brought the English teacher, the one English teacher over who just so happened to be, a drug and alcohol counselor, for the high school at the time. And, he came over and he had a little pen light, you know, like one of those little flashlights you'd get from like a blood drive or whatever. And he shined it in my eyes, and he asked me if I was on any drugs. I said no. He goes, do you take any medication? And I said yeah. So he asked me what medicine was I on. So I was, you know, going through the list of medicine I had, and he asked me if any of those medications were new to me, like new in my system. And I said yeah. And he asked me which one, and I told him it was the Abilify. And he had asked me what dosage I was on. I said I don't know. I said all I know is it's the highest dosage that you can be put on. So he looked at the two principals and told them, you know, that's what my problem was. They go, well, what do you mean by that? And he goes, well, when it comes to Abilify, you're not supposed to start a person on the highest dosage possible. You're supposed to start them on the lowest dosage possible.
I thought firearms were supposed to be recession proof. But I've been hit pretty hard. You gotta picture yourself holding it.
Okay. My combat MG I just got back. Okay. There's another gun that I dropped the other day when I was going with Vato. I can't remember which one it was. It was the MG and there was another gun. But anyway, they, that's what they said. So,
I used to be independent, but ammunition are taking everybody over.
Ooh. So, okay, it was my heavy rifle that I lost too, so... Okay.
Enjoy.
So, that's what they said. So, literally my next class after, you know, study hall was a shop class. So, anybody who's ever been in high school knows about shop class, knows about the equipment in a shop class. And, my principals contacted my agriculture teacher, who actually was a great man. Enjoyed his classes every day I went to him. He was always helping me out in my classes and stuff. So I would pass and stuff like that. Well, I got there, and he would always call me by my last name. I'm not gonna say my last name on here, because obviously confidential reasons. You motherfucker! Fuck off, bitch. You stupid ass. Anyways, but he called me by my last name. He told me to come over to him, and I said, you know, in a you know, a slow and zombie-like voice, I said, yeah. He goes, you're not allowed in the shop today. I was like, what do you mean? I need to, do my projects. And he goes, no, you're not doing your projects. He goes, I can't risk your life. Well, what he meant by that is because my motor skills were being shut down by this Abilify and making me like a zombie, he forbid me to be in the shop simply because a lot of the materials I needed dealt with the bandsaw. You know, everybody knows what a bandsaw is. It's that big ass saw that's, you know, on a table, in a table-like setting, and it's, you know, like this. So you got the big table, it's in the middle, and you push the wood through like that. That's what I had to do that day. I had to cut the wood on the bandsaw. And, when I was in foster care, my caseworker that I had just so happened to be my agriculture teacher's sister-in-law. You know, he said he was going to call her and explain the situation. And he did, because the next day I had a meeting with my caseworker at my high school, and I was a zombie. She literally saw that, you know, everybody that was, you know, talking to me, they weren't bullshitting her with how I looked and how I was, you know, talking and stuff. So, what she did was, she came up, talked to me. The principals were there, so we were in a little room in the office. The guidance counselor was there. The drug and alcohol counselor was there. My ag teacher was there. And, you know, there was a couple teachers, like I said, that were present. You know, she asked everybody, including myself, what needs to happen. Well, the drug and alcohol counselor point blank said that you need to get him off that medicine because this is the result of what's going on with him. You know, it's shutting his motor skills down. He goes, literally look at it. You know, look at this this young man. And God rest the drug and alcohol counselor that I had in high school, because I'm actually good friends with his son. His son is very successful in what he has done with his life. I'm very proud of him. And I'm very happy and proud to call him my friend. But, and I told my friend this numerous times, if it wasn't for your dad, there would have been a risk of, you know, me dying when I was in high school. And I had to explain to him, you know, what happened. Like, he goes, well, why are you thanking me for what my dad did? So I had to tell him, you know, his dad remembered me. You know, like I said, God rest, you know, my friend's dad's soul. But you know, he told my caseworker, the principals, the guidance counselor, you know, my ag teacher, they all told my caseworker what needs to happen. And she goes, all right, well, I'll set up an appointment with the psychiatrist as soon as possible. And my ag teacher looked at her and told her flat out, he goes, you have to. Because until he's taken off that medicine, I'm not allowing him in the shop. You know, he goes, I'm not, he goes, you know, I'm not risking, you know, that. He goes, I will cut the wood for him. I will prepare his projects for him until he's taken off. Well, she made it happen. I was, where the hell is Hollywood Boulevard? There it is. I was taking off the medicine, and within, oh my god, that car was levitating. Oh my god. Anyways. Hey, Madeline. Look, it's the Hollywood Walk of Fame, guys. So, you know, I was eventually taken off that medicine, and within a week or two, you know, I was back to my normal self. But, you know, that psychiatrist that had done that to me, I had actually found out years later by a friend of mine who, you know, had a son that similar shit happened to by the same psychiatrist. Because of what he did, I could have sued him. He could have lost his license, and that would have been the end of it. So, you know, like I said, when it comes to mental health, you know, never judge a book by its cover. Mad's blowing it up with them ICP emotes she got from the ICP network. Hell yeah, whoop whoop. So, you know, this is just a stream for me to just drive around on GTA. I'm not gonna blow shit up. I mean, like I usually do on here. It's just a chill stream where I'm just gonna drive around Los Santos, out in the county, you know, fuck around a little bit, and just bring awareness to, you know, mental health, you know, guys, because, you know, it's nothing to joke about. People do suffer from it. I don't care what you suffer from. Don't ever bottle up your feelings. You know, take it from experience, man. Like, it is the absolute worst thing you can do in your life. It is the worst thing you can do to somebody that you love and care about, because it'll come out sideways, and 9 times out of 10 you lose a best friend or a family member that just don't want to talk to you ever again because of how you treated them, you know? Ah, fuck me. Time to back up. Oh, shut up, dude. He's bitching. Oh my god. You absolutely do not know how to drive. You like that? I like that truck, let's fuck, that rhymes. Oh, so I took a couple of my vehicles and customized them to the channel colors, so red and black. And then I have I've always had the logo on the Guardian. So the logo I changed the crew emblem logo to is on my truck, and that's the one that's on the truck. That's the one that I picked and made as the emblem and updated it. When was that? Like last year? Whenever you got the whenever your mom got the computer for you guys is when I did that. Like the same day you sent me the picture, I updated it to the crew site on GTA. Ooh, excuse me. So yeah, don't be the listening ear to be a running mouth. Be the listening ear and help somebody. If they come to you and say, hey, I got some shit on my mind, you know, it's really bad, you know, I'm struggling with this, and this, you know, listen to them. You know, keep it confidential between you and that person, and see what you can do to help them out, you know, because if you listen to them and you don't run your mouth to anybody else, and you keep it between you and that person, less drama happens. You know what I mean? Less people get involved, and stuff like that. And then you see what you can do personally for that person. You know, being a good friend to them, talking to them personally, calming them down if they're in a really bad, depressed state of mind. You know, it's the little things in life that go a long way. You could be rich, you could be famous. I think I missed my turn, because there's a road that I wanted to go up. You know, you could be rich, you could be famous, you could have everything in the world that you possibly want, and you could still suffer from depression, anxiety, all that. You dumb fuck, move. God. You know, look what happened to, you know, Britney Spears several years ago. go. Look what happened to her recently with all that depression that she was going through because she just wanted to get away from her dad. She wanted to stop being under his control. Look what happened to Johnny Depp, you know? Anything that happens to a normal person that isn't rich, isn't famous, anything like that can still happen to a rich and famous person. It does not matter who you are. You can still suffer from the effects like a regular human being does. You know, like a regular, you know, person like me or Matt or Yuki or anybody like that. That shit still happens in the lives of celebrities and stuff like that. So, you know, don't bottle that shit up, man. You know, express yourself. Open yourself up to people. You may not be able to trust them at first, but get to know that person, and when you actually can say that you actually trust this person, then open yourself up to them. Unfortunately, I had no choice of the matter back in 2014, 2015 with Madeline, because she was literally the only person that I could talk to, because all my other friends were busy with their own personal lives, stuff like that. And she helped me out. I was in some dark times. I mean, yeah, I wasn't cutting myself, I wasn't doing drugs, but mentally my mind was taking me to the places, you know, of wanting to hurt myself, wanting to end my life and stuff like that. And she came through, man. Like, she's the reason why, you know, I'm still here today. Like I said, open up, you know, let people. Really? Oh, shut up and speak English, you motherfucker. And you're a dumbass because you came into my fucking lane. So, you know, it is what it is. I don't pressure people to talk. I just let them know talking goes a long way. It does help. Venting, listening to whatever type of music you listen to. There are certain songs that I'll listen to during a certain event in my life. You know, just because I know that song can relate to the situation that I'm going through, so I'll listen to it. It ain't meant to badmouth people that I trust, that I love, that I care about. It's just sometimes music helps me out more than talking. And if you're wondering what I did during the several days that I have not been on Twitch, I have a Nintendo Switch Lite, and I have Pokemon Legends Arceus, and that's what I've been playing. I've been playing that for the past several days. Now I'm on the fucking path of having to complete a fucking Pokédex. Yeah, it's not as many as there is in the other games, but it's still a pain in the ass to do. But and some of the fucking Pokemon are hard to catch, especially the legendaries, but no, I'm not talking to nobody in party. I'm not in a party. I'm not in a party. I have my headset on and that's it. Nobody else is talking. It's just me. Whoops. Well, that was a fucking no bueno. Anyways, so, you know, is what it is. Oh my god, this rain. Oh my god, both my headlights are broken. Well, that's not good. I gotta get to, Paleto Bay, guys. Oh, I'm gonna wreck you. Dummy. Are you kidding me? Yep, nope, I'm not kidding. I ran you off the road. So no, it's just, you know, some information that I can give to people. Oh my god, this rain. Oh my god. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. You want to race? So, you know, it is what it is. I'm just speaking from experience and, you know, getting it out there, you know. Don't turn somebody down when they say I have a problem and I need to talk, you know. Big ass truck. Paint me. Now, I didn't fully go down into the city, so the next vehicle I get, I'll take you guys down the one highway. And take you to some places. I'll actually take you to some places that I'm gonna purchase with my other character when I get some things done. With Mad Cat, who's in the stream. She's gonna help me with my other GTA character. And I'm gonna take you guys to those places. Ow, my back. Let's see here. I gotta put this other cell phone on the charger. It's sad that when I charge this phone, or when I, you know, turn this phone on, I've literally been streaming for an hour and 18 minutes. This cell phone literally literally was fully charged. It's at 55% now, which is terrible. It does not keep a full charge. Alright. We'll take the Camacho. Never refuse a Patriot. I actually like that livery. I put that livery on there, 2020, I think, when I bought the truck. I changed it once, and I changed it right back because I like it. Mad, why did you ask if I was in a party? I'm not sure if you're still here or not. Hang on a minute. Okay. Alright, well, we're gonna head, down to the city. But yeah, and, you know, there's a couple songs on GTA that I avoid listening to simply because I don't care for them. And the biggest one that I avoid listening to every time it comes on the radio is literally, Yes's, song Roundabout. They have several other songs they could have used. That's as long as that Roundabout song, and they chose not to. I was literally going through, you know, lists. Even Queen song Radio Gaga, like, they could have chose a completely better song from Queen to put in this game than Radio Gaga. There are several other songs by Queen that are way more popular than that song. And yes, they could have just avoided putting them on here in general. I would have rather have taken Bad Outta Hell, or I Would Do Anything for Love, or fucking 2 Out of 3 Ain't Bad. Like, one of those songs by Meatloaf over Yes's Roundabout. Like, there's like one song that I like by Yes, and it's definitely not the Roundabout song. That song is so fucking annoying. So I usually avoid listening to Radio Gaga and Roundabout. But 9 times out of 10, the station you guys will see me listen to is this. Is the rock station. Because, excuse me, that's the type of music I listen to in real life. You know, my Pandora has nothing but rock bands and rock stations on it. Kenny Loggins is actually one of my favorite singers. And so is Billy Squier. And this is actually one of my favorite Billy Squier songs. So, you know, it is what it is, but... Not up alone. Is natural. Oh, this is the way I want to go. Down the wall. This is gonna lead me straight to where I need to go, guys, so bear with me. I'm trying to pass this fucking little SUV thing. I'm gonna take you to the places that I'm gonna purchase as my new character. Once Madeline and them help me out with it, because I think my buddy Mike is off today, because I think it's Wednesday. Yeah, it's Wednesday. So I'm gonna try to message him and see what he's doing later, and see if him and Madeline and possibly Dan can't help me out with the new character. Dan actually got to see the new character. I created her the other day, last week sometime, when I was just chilling off stream and fucking around with Dan. Oh fuck, I went off the wrong exit. Oh wait, no I didn't. No I didn't. I'm good. I thought I took the wrong exit. I didn't. Because this is the way I needed to go. Woohoo. And if you guys remember, in story mode, you had to go down that way for the one mission for... Was it that way? Hang on a minute here. No, it wasn't. It was... This is the Humane Labs, so it was... No. This is the Humane Labs right here. So it was down here. It was up here where you had to do that fucking mission for the FIB in story mode with Michael. Where you had to take the boat out and dip into the sewer system. I think you do something similar in online mode. There's an online mode like this for the Humane Labs. I just never done that. None of my friends have done it either. Online mode, so I really don't know. The only online mode mission that I've done was the Fleece bank heist with Vato, and the fucking getting the data for the prison breakout. I did that mission before. Can't wait. Some Stevie Nicks, guys. Hell yeah. Who likes Stevie Nicks? She's fucking amazing. Okay. It is... I can't remember. I think it's... Okay. I think it's over here. Let me see here. Better than being in a on paper machine. It's right there. Okay, so we're gonna go down here. I forgot, it's the hill, it's down before the last hill. Whee! Okay. Let me see here. Oh wait, no it's not, is it? No. Wait, where the fuck is it? That's not it. Oh my goodness, tell me I'm losing my fucking mind. Oh no, I'm not. It's up over here still. Fucking hell, dude. All I know is that it's not closer to the road. It's down here somewhere. Let me see here. It is. Is that it? Let me see here. I think that's it over there. Yeah, I think it is. Let me see here. Yeah, it's over here, guys. There it is. So this warehouse right here was on this main character, actually. This was the first medium warehouse I bought. It's the G warehouse. So I need to get money on my female character so I can get it. Because what's gonna happen is I don't want these warehouses, so I'll show you guys. So all these warehouses, like, I'm gonna keep this one. That's a vehicle warehouse. I'm gonna keep these two because these are the original warehouses that I started out with, the two large ones, Cypress Flats and Wholesale. I don't want this warehouse and I don't want this warehouse because they're both larges. So I'm gonna keep this one. This is the convenience store lockup. So what I owned, you know, 2 years ago before I started streaming was G Warehouse, Power Station, the convenience store lockup, Wholesale, and Cypress. Those were the warehouses I owned. And I wanted a character that I could start over fresh with and go and re-get all those and then possibly make that character my permanent character, because I don't want, you know, these other two large warehouses. Because of going back to work and stuff like that, I won't have time to fill up fucking 4 large warehouses. It's almost impossible. It takes me what, 6 hours? Between 6 and 8 hours to fill up 2 large warehouses. So literally I'd have to wake up about 8 or 9 in the mornings, 7 in the morning maybe, and jump onto a GTA, try to get a solo session, and run until like 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night to fill up, you know, 4 large warehouses. It's time consuming. It really is. That does need that 6 to 8 hour time frame also includes when you get the AIs that come after you, shoot you, you know, the cops that shoot you, you lose armor and stuff like that, and have to constantly go to ammunition to get more, you know, armor and stuff. It boils down to all that. I'll eventually get my other character to have this CEO office, this agency office, the auto shop, as well as the arena workshop, you know what I mean? The house is might be different for my online character, my newest online character, but MC businesses are gonna stay the same for her. So I'll open, you know, everything up in the county. Unfortunately, the document shop is not gonna stay in Paleto Bay. I'm actually gonna move that back down to Grapeseed because I do have a house there. Or they call it an apartment, so I do have an apartment there. I call it a house because it literally is a house. They call it an apartment, just like they call these apartments. They're not apartments. You guys have seen me drive past them countless times while being up in Paleto. Those aren't apartments. Those are houses. Apartments are... Okay. Where the hell am I? I am in the city, so... Okay. So you guys see where my large warehouses are. You see where my small warehouse is. Power station is, like, right here. That's the power station. So that's the location. I keep my warehouses in the general location. Small warehouse is, the small warehouse is going to be used for special cargo items. So, like, let me see here. So, like, those specialties, like, that you get when you're running your warehouses and your assistant says, hey, boss, I got this rare item you might be interested in, and you spend, like, 18 or 30 grand for the item, that's what I use my small warehouse for. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna make this a little more easier. New jobs a hassle, kids have the flu. So nice talking to you, Dad. Nice talking to you. Okay. Just like me. Just like me. Okay. So, we're gonna do something here real quick, guys. Because actually, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I have not sold my warehouses. I don't know if Madeline and I did it or not. Okay, we did do it. So, I got bored the one day, and me and Madeline turned our warehouses over. And then I started running them again. But, you know, I did this for fucking several months back in 2020 with my buddy Mike. And then Madeline joined in the fun. So, you know, that's what I mean by a large warehouse. You know, 111 crates, you know, fit in here. With this one being the last one that you, fill up. So, you got the big rows here. And then you got the ones that hold 9 crates back here. So, this is 18. And then 27 down here. And then you got the middle ones with these big ass rows that hold, I think, a total of 84 crates. So yeah, it's 84. So the 3 small racks that go to 27, and then all this middle section is 84 crates. So once you reach 84 crates in your large warehouses, and then you do another crate run, they'll start to go to these ones back here, like I said, and then the last 9 crates, so when you reach 102 crates, the last 9 you do will get filled up right here. But imagine having 4 of these warehouses and having to fill them up. Yeah, the payout is great, especially if you have double RP, double money, because you're looking at almost $4.5 million for each a large warehouse. But the problem is, you know, how much time do you have? Like, I could get into a public solo session, I could run Cypress and wholesale one day, like, fill them up, and then the next day get into a solo session and run, what is it, what the fuck is that damn warehouse's name? I think it's, something Sons and something else. I can't remember what their names are. Walker and Sons. And that's what I was talking about. I'll throw on a different radio station when that song comes on. But Walker and Sons, and there's and the other one. I can't remember what the other one's name is. But wholesale in Cypress, or actually wholesale in the G warehouse. So what me and my buddy did was a small or a medium warehouse who holds 42 crates. So what we would do was we would run our large warehouse with our medium, and then we eventually advanced our warehouses to get 2 large, 2 mediums. We would run our mediums together, and we would run our largest together. So when, say, I did a run for the G warehouse, I completed the mission, and then I'd go to my terabyte. I usually park it up at wholesale, and then I'd run for power station. And once those warehouses got filled up, then, you know, I'd run them. So we're gonna go into Cypress, because I think Cypress has the same amount. Yeah, join a public session. I already know this. Yeah, so Cypress has 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 15 crates in here out of 111. So, a large warehouse, when it's not double RP and double money, they sell for $2,220,000 for a large warehouse. When it's double RP, obviously you can do the math. It's almost $4.5 million. And then the same with a medium warehouse. So a medium warehouse sells at 700, I think 750,000, or almost 750,000. And return services terabyte. It's like almost to 750,000 that a medium warehouse sells for. I think it's 740 or some shit like that. But when it's double RP, it sells at almost 1.5 mil. Now I'll tell you. Shut up. Now I'll tell you why. Okay, so we're gonna go over here. Whoops. Nightclub. That's the nightclub. Where the hell is my? Okay. So this is the power station. This is the other warehouse that I had, medium warehouse, that I want to get back. And then obviously. Okay. And then this is the small warehouse. This is my convenience store lockup. And so in here you can only fit, I think it's a total of 16 crates. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Wait. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 12. Wait, what? I thought it was 16 crates. Maybe it's only 12. I don't know. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Oh, it is 16 crates, I think, in here. I think you put the other ones on the floor. Something like that right here. I'm not sure. It might just be 12. I don't know. I'd have to join a public session and check at my warehouse, or at my, my, CEO office. But anyways, all these items right here are special cargo. So, you pay a certain amount of money, you pick that up, you bring it in here. A small warehouse sells for, I think it's $240. With these 4 items right here, the last time they were double RP and double money, these 4 items alone would have sold for over $1 million. So this warehouse is just used for special cargo, simply because when I fill this up with just special cargo, I don't sell the small warehouse when it's double RP, double money. Because I'm literally trying to fill this up, and I have been trying... I mean, I sold it a couple times, but I want to see how much it will go for when it's double RP, double money at full capacity. Because I'm really curious to see. With just those single special cargo items. So, this warehouse is just used for that. I mean... So... But anyways, you know, that is what it is, you know? So, I'm gonna take you to a place, up into the city, simply because, I wanna show you guys the difference. So yeah, see, that song is still on. This song is like 8 minutes long. That song was like 8 minutes long. I would have rather have listened to Bat Outta Hell by Meatloaf than fucking that song. Yeah, this is a good song. 30 Days in the Hole. So, I'm actually going to take you to... a place where my one friend has an apartment building. Let me see. I think that's it right in front of us. Let me see. I gotta go to ground level to see. So, just bear with me. Yeah, it is. So, right here. See how it says, for sale? I'll bring it up on the, website. Dynasty 8. Property listings. So, you see this right here? Custom apartments. All that. This is kind of an apartment, but this right here, that's an apartment. Like, these are legit apartments, but that is not an apartment. That's not an apartment. Like, this is what I'm, like, talking about. Like, some of these aren't really apartments. They're actually houses. Yeah, that's not an apartment. That's a house. And that's what I'm saying. Like, some of these, that's an apartment, you know. That's an apartment, you know. That's an apartment. Del Perro Heights apartment, you know, 20. Those are apartments. These other ones are not apartments. You know, that's an apartment, that's an apartment, you know. Tinsel Towers, Weasel Plaza, you know, these are actual apartments, you know what I'm saying? That's not, that's a house. That's an apartment, that's an apartment. You know, this is an apartment, apartment, apartment. House, house, house. House, you know, house, house, like, you know, you get the drift of what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? North LS, Blaine County. I said Blaine County, numbnuts. Okay. That's a house, and then there's 2 more down in this area that are houses that I actually own already. You know, they say this is a house, but there are other places that are considered houses or apartments. I'll show you. So this is a house. And the house. Those are the 2 that I own up in Toledo Bay. You know, this is a house. You know, but the other ones that I was showing you around, this is an actual apartment building. That's legit an apartment building. Let's see. Anybody want to go to the Playboy Mansion? Look, it's the Playboy Mansion, guys. Look, it's the grotto. Man, you guys need a new taste in music. Oh no, cover your guys, guys. We got a naked girl here. That's terrible. One's topless, the other one's not. That's funny. Anyways, Playboy Mansion, guys. Woohoo. And my ass is running around in fucking leather. That's terrible. Later. And then I'll show you the worst spot. One of the worst spots where your warehouses are located. One of the worst spots to get crates when you're by yourself, like me and my friends usually are, is right here where you know, the court. Oh wait, is that a signal jammer? Uh-oh. I think that might have been a signal jammer. Wait, what the fuck? This shit always happens to me. Uh-oh. Whoops. That wasn't supposed to happen. Wait a minute. Now. I think I already got the signal jammer over here, but what the hell was my fucking oppressor locking on? Anyways. That's one of the worst spots to get the, crates, and then down over here is the other one. I think that's it. No, it's not. It's up here. So let me see here. Yeah, it's up here. So what they'll do is they'll put a stake out up here. Or no, it was back there. Never mind, I lied. But they'll send you out here to get crates as well. And this is like 4 miles, depending on which warehouse you're running for. This is like 4 miles away from Cypress. and having to constantly go back and forth on your on the oppressor, it gets tiring. And then you'll have your assistant, the assistant will call you and be like, you need to get it back here as soon as possible because, you know, it's time's running out. The other place that I was talking about is actually right here. So you'll have a stakeout right here where you'll have to pick up a vehicle. Oops. And there'll be a police car over there, a police car right here, and then an FIB Granger right over there to bust you because it's a stakeout. Literally, they're watching you. So what I do is I'll pull up my phone, I'll go to Lester, you know, I'll call him.
Hi.
What service
are you looking for?
As soon as I get into the vehicle, I'll hit remove wanted level. The cop vehicles will.
Okay, call me back once you decide.
The cop vehicles will then leave. Now I'll take you to the bunker. So like I said, depends on the location of your warehouses, depends on how good you're gonna do when it comes to running them. This is the bunker. We're gonna enter it. And this, if you're running like a full bunker, it doesn't matter where your bunker is located. Me and my buddy, my bunker was over by Sandy Shores. I'll show you that. And then my buddy was using Paleto Bay. So, as you can see here, you know, obviously I have no stock, no research, none of that going on here. But it's a pain in the ass, a huge pain in the ass when you want to run a full bunker, and they give you like doom buggies, and they give you an unlimited time to do it. Now we can do the tractor trailers, we can do the big rigs. We've done that before, me and my buddies have. But when they're giving you like 5 or 6 doom buggies to run shit, and this is obviously where they put the supplies for running, for stock. But when me and my buddies try to run this, it's a huge pain in the ass. Especially when we're trying to get that, you know, I think it's like 1.5 mil they sell it for, right? Or 1.5, something like that it is. But this is my my mobile operations center, so my MOC. This is the MOC right here. Obviously purple and orange, my hometown colors, stuff like that.
You know this rig of yours has a lot more to give. I could show you.
Oh yeah? Why don't you show me then, buddy? Anyways, but that's what that's in here. But like I said, I'll have to go through the entire process all over again, so cutscenes and all that shit. It's just not worth it doing it on live stream, especially when I have a community that I know has played GTA 5. Or if they haven't, that just warrants the, oh, you haven't played GTA 5? How come? You know, it just warrants that question. But, you know, is what it is. But they'll give you monster trucks to make deliveries on top of big-ass mountains, then you'll see like 5 or 6 fucking doom buggies here. The doom buggy ones are a pain in the ass, and I just can't stand them. Because of them being a pain in the ass. So, I mean, it is what it is. I will take you to Sandy Shores. I'll take you around the Sandy Shores area simply because there are some things over there that I want to show you. There's a facility down there, but that's not my facility. You guys know where my facility is. I spawned in it earlier. And then, you know, you got the MC Clubhouse right here. You know what I mean? Okay. So I'm going to take you to some of the locations that I hated doing during missions as this character. Now, with the exception of the Doomsday Heist final mission, a couple of those missions are a pain in the ass to do, especially retrieving the Khanjali. Huge pain in the ass. But, the biggest pain in the ass mission that I had during them was this one right here. So, oh! And I ran into it. So, this right here is actually a facility for the IAA that you have to infiltrate and take out people. Now, that's fine and dandy, but not when they're hitting you with non-legit hits. So, that's a pain in the ass. The other pain in the ass during these missions was over here, because this is where you get the Khanjali. So the scrapyard, this is where the Khanjali's at. You have to kill several people up in this bitch, and the Khanjali is parked, I want to say it's parked right here, if I'm not mistaken. And you gotta fight your way through people that are hiding in this building, over in these buildings, in these rundown airports, so the Boneyard, not airports, but airplanes, and then there are people that are back here hiding. That mission is by far the biggest pain in the ass. I'm going the wrong way because there's one more mission down this way that I need to take you to. Now, it's not really a mission, it's the location of a mission. You guys will see these missions later on when Madeline and I get done doing what we gotta do and I activate these missions. So you guys will get to see these missions. I've never streamed these missions. Probably several other people have. I never did. But we're gonna go this way real quick, and we're gonna take you to another pain in the ass mission that I don't like doing. But you need a full team to do these missions. Any of the Doomsday missions, with the exception of the Bogdan Problem mission itself, where you infiltrate a submarine, you can run that with 2 people. But the data server farm right here, you gotta steal a Kula. You gotta land it. I think it's this one right here. I think it's this one, this helipad or that helipad right there. that you gotta land the Akula on. I'm pretty sure it's this one though, because this is the only one that has a ladder that, you know, goes down. Yeah, it's this one right here that you go down. And you gotta infiltrate this while there's military and noose and all that shit around. And you gotta hack their system. And it's such a pain in the ass to do. But you need a full squad. I can't tell you how many times me and my team has failed that mission. But I will tell you one thing. I lost my Bogdan problem mission twice. And, I don't know how we did it. But the Avenger mission down in the LS hangars, they're a pain in the ass. That's a pain in the ass mission too. But Madeline and I did that mission. It took us 7 tries to do. And what happened is we're like, all right, if we don't get this damn, you know, Avenger this mission, we're just gonna wait till we get a full, you know, a full team, a full squad. Well, after we said that we had managed to capture the Avenger, we went through those missions with ease. You know, with salvaging the data and putting out the fires and all that other shit. We did it on with 2 people. I think the thing is Madeline had a lot of experience in doing that mission. Yeah, there's some missions in this game online mode that's just a huge pain in the ass. I'm not looking forward to doing them. Madeline, if you are in my stream, I will tell you this. We are on the female character. We are full-blown going through Bogdan. We're full-blown going through the Doomsday. And stuff like that. So get prepared to guard me when I'm doing the hacking. You know what I'm saying? But I'm actually gonna take you now to a location, if I can get up here, and if I can find it, because it is up here somewhere. Because I'm talking about the Doomsday heist. Let me see if I can find it, little bastard. It's somewhere over here. Is that it over there? No. What the fuck is this damn thing? It's somewhere over here. I'll find it. Just keep a lookout. It's somewhere over here, guys. Oh, fuck me. Where the hell is it? It's somewhere over in this area. I think it might be over here. Now I'm irritated because I can't find it. It's not on this side because when you fucking shoot up, you fucking go towards Sandy Shores. Anyways, if I can fucking find it, I'll show you it, but I can't find it right now. I don't know where the fuck it's at. I don't know why I can't find it. I usually can find it with Peckerhead. I find it when I don't want to find it, and then when I do want to find it, I can't find it. That's what that shit boils down to. It's not this one. Anyways, if I have to, I will, Oh, there it is. I found it. Right here it is. So, we're talking about the Doomsday heist. Right here. This big ass fucking shoot you come into during a cutscene, and I'll show you where you go at, where you enter at.
Yeah.
But this is where you shoot up out at on a jetpack. Or in this game it's called a thruster, but it's a jetpack. So let me figure out where that is. It's over here. Over here. Defense. You would be surprised at this thing, but I'm gonna show you this because that's where you leave at, and I'll show you where you enter at because it's insane. So that's where you exit out at during the final mission where you have to go after Avon. And where is it? It's right here. This right here is actually the secret doorway into that big ass facility. Now, I told my buddies that they could have just given us this facility, and I'd have been happy with that. You know, this facility is huge. And I mean, it's fucking huge. When I get to that mission, and I live stream it, wait till you see how huge that fucker is. But that mission is a pain in the ass. We will die. I know we will. We're not going to get it complete in the time frame that they give us. But one of the other missions is all of Mount Chiliad during that mission has signal jammers on it that you have to take a big ass jet called a Volatile, so I'll show you. On Louisiana way. Warstock. Here we go. So you have to take where is it? Where the fuck is it? No, I'm not buying any jets. Where the fuck is it? Did I pass it? I did pass it. Okay. Anyways, we're gonna go up a little bit. That's free for me, the Doom Buggy. Bambushka. There it is. This big ass thing right here. So what you gotta do is you gotta take this big ass thing on fuel. So they literally give you a fuel thing. Ooh. And what you gotta do is you gotta take that big ass jet there and you gotta fly it around Mount Chiliad. I think there's 12 or 15 signal jammers, I think, or 10, something like that. Between 10 and 15 signal jammers, I think. If you're wondering what I'm drinking Rogue Energy. I am sponsored by them. So if you want some energy, you know, type in !Rogue, use discount code Ironman68, get a discount on your order. Your entire order will be discounted if you use that code. But what you gotta do is you gotta take this big ass jet here and fly it around Mount Chiliad. Now you've seen how big that fucking mountain is. And you got to take out all those signal jammers. That's one of the missions. Another part of the missions is this, which is the Chernobog. This is why I say you need to have a 4-man crew, because this is part of the mission. This is part of that IAA mission, the first Doomsday mission that I was telling you about, the Aquila. I own that. I used to own this, I sold it. This is part of the Doomsday heist, so, like, legit, you literally have to hijack this. Well, steal it, I should say. And you gotta steal this right here. This is part of the missions. This is part of the Bogdan problem mission for the Doomsday heist. The Stromberg. And then this is it. This one and this one go together. And where is it? Where is it? This right here, the ramp buggy, that's part of the Doomsday, but it's not labeled as part of the Doomsday. It's part of import-export. Let me see here. I gotta keep going up. This is part of the Doomsday, the Deluxo. Are also known in real life as the DeLorean. And then, like I said, that big ass chute that I landed on with my what the fuck am I running on? My oppressor. This is the thing that you shoot out of that big ass thing with. After going after Avon, fighting through his men, hacking his system, you chase after him on one of them. But you know the whole thing. So the Chernobog, you got a person driving, you got a person shooting. So that's 2 people. Then you got 2 people going out in these, the ramp buggies. This is gun running. This is part of gun running. This is part of gun running. This is part of gun running. This right here, I have one of these. It's at my facility. Which is actually where I'm actually probably gonna head now. Oh, that's what I was gonna show you. And then, this right here, see how they say it's an apartment? That's not an apartment. And then, they said this is an apartment. That's not an apartment. That's a house. Those are my 2 houses I own up here in Toledo Bay. Now, the reason for where my facility is located, and I'll take you there real quick. So, I told you guys about the Bogdan problem, which I don't know why they keep spawning my yacht out there in this location when I'm in a solo session. It should spawn out in this area, but they fucking do the stupid shit and do it over here. Anyways, that Bogdan problem begins right here. Well, actually, it begins up by the ammunition. You grab the Avenger or the Stromberg, whichever part you're at. I don't do that. I bring my Camacho down here. That is the vehicle that I use for my Bogdan. And then, you know, there's a submarine out in this area. It's usually over in this area somewhere. Anyways, it's out in here. And this is where the Bogdan problem is. So, all the crew members including myself, including the crew leader of the GTA crew that I'm a part of, all of us have our facility up in Paleto Bay. Why? It's the facility that's the closest to running Bogdan, and I'll show you what I meant. So, where's that church at? It's right over here. So, this is actually where the Bogdan problem is. So, the Avenger is parked right here, and the Stromberg is always parked over here. And I don't pick the Avenger up. I head straight to the beach. And then obviously there's my arcade. And if you're wondering why I have my arcade in Paleto Bay, it's because literally I do a lot of off-roading with my trucks. Like everything you saw today, during this stream with my trucks, is actually something different, because I'll usually take my trucks up Mount Chiliad, I'll drive them up there and stuff like that. But I flew up there with my Deluxo. But I'm gonna show you because there's two missions dealing with Bogdan, or not really Bogdan, Avon Quartz, the dude that you're after. Okay. Anyways, this is a great Def Leppard song, and if anybody's wondering, yes, I am seeing this band in concert in July. One of my favorite bands. One of my other favorite bands you don't hear on any updated GTA games, including San Andreas. They stopped adding them because I think it was because at the year that the games were supposed to be the games were supposed to have taken place. So let me vehicles return to the terabyte. So I will come in here and I'll show you this. Obviously you guys have seen my facility. I have everything. But, you know, one of my favorite bands is Motley Crue, and after, you know, Vice City Stories was created, they stopped using them. I don't understand why, because technically the year that GTA San Andreas took place, Motley Crue was still hitting it. I think the year that was supposed to have taken place, the era it was supposed to have taken place was actually back when, you know, the corruption was going on, and in LA, you know, crooked cops, corrupt cops, and stuff like that. All that gang warfare between the Bloods and the Crips, Latin Kings, the Chinese Mafia, the Russian Mafia, when all that shit was happening back in LA and San Francisco. And Motley Crue was still big at that. Well, they're still big to this day. They were big in that era. If I'm not mistaken, I think their album Dr. Feelgood had come out during that era, and I think that was their biggest hit. That was their biggest album. Like, that was their most popular album of that era. And I don't understand why they wouldn't have put them on the soundtrack. They put Ozzy on there. They put Ozzy on there. They actually did Ozzy's version of Hellraiser. So if anybody's wondering, Lemmy Kilmister of Motorhead and Ozzy Osbourne, you know, everybody knows Ozzy. He was with Black Sabbath. You know, he went solo. Him and Lemmy from Motorhead got together to create the song Hellraiser for the horror trilogy Hellraiser. They put Guns N' Roses on there. Unfortunately, Guns N' Roses, so you got Radio Los Santos. Kenny Loggins literally gave, you know, Rockstar permission to use his real name. He actually went to the Rockstar company. They did the skits, the scene, or the voices and all that he had to read and to put his voice in here. Back in 2000, and I think it was 3, when San Andreas was released. If some of you guys don't know, Axl Rose of Guns N' Roses was actually the voice on the radio station K-Dust, so it was KDST, but it was called the K-Dust station. He was actually the DJ, Tommy the Nightmare Smith, on that station. Unfortunately, it was the Radio X station that Guns N' Roses song Welcome to the Jungle was played on. It wasn't played on the radio station he was the DJ for. Like I said, you know, Motley Crue and Guns N' Roses and stuff like that, they were all popular in the 80s. But, you know, they selected a few, you know, rock bands from the era that this was supposed to have taken place. They didn't even put Poison on the station. They could have put Poison on San Andreas, but they didn't. Did they put Poison on any of the games? I can't remember if they put Poison on any of the games or not. But I know they had Motley Crue on there. I know they had Iron Maiden. I know they had Accept. I know they had In Excess. I know they put Guns N' Roses on there. Heart. Tom Petty. You know. So, I mean, they had, you know, great music for the rock stations on them games. You know. But, this right here is my Insurgent. And, I was telling you guys about this because, when me and my buddies were running full squad, so, you know, when you do a mission online, it's max of 4 people. So, when I say full squad, I mean 4 people running with us. You know, 3 other people running with me. The Insurgent, where the fuck is it? It's down here. So this right here, me and my buddy Mike, we would, take our Insurgents, so we would have 2 people.
Yeah.
Excuse me. 2 drivers, 2 Insurgents, and, we'd make these the vehicles we took to, do the rescue, Agent ULP mission, because you had to fight people. You had to kill people. You had to have an Insurgent. You couldn't use a sniper rifle. They tell you to go to a sniper tower, but when you got helicopters, buzzards coming in, where are they? It is down here. So when you got these fucking things right here coming after you, you know, you gotta have this right here. Where is it? Fucking me. This is actually the regular Insurgent, guys. I actually don't own one of these. I think Mike does. my buddy Gundock, I think he owns one of them. Dan wants me to get this, but because we were running around the other day when I wasn't streaming, or was I streaming? No, I wasn't streaming. He had his Phantom Wedge out because of the plow right here, and that's the thing they give you when you run your gun running missions. They give you the tractor trailers. This is what they put on the front of the tractor trailers, so they do the Phantom Wedge. And then I was running around in my ramp buggy, but my buddy Gundock and I have this, which this 50 caliber right here wasn't all that powerful, so I did the import export shit, you know what I mean? Or not my import export, my research. And honestly, I don't know if there's any more research in the bunker that you can do. I think everything is completed. Like I said, I'd have to legitimately go into a public session, go to the bunker, and show you what I mean by everything. But all these vehicles right here are all part of the Cayo Perico heist, or Cayo Perico heist, because it is a Spanish-based island. All these vehicles you see right here, well, besides this, these all right here are all available because of that heist. I do have the Squatty, and I do have the Burris. I have the Winky. It's not all that great. I wouldn't spend the 825 grand on that. I do have the Manchester Scout, I think. This boat right here was actually one of the vehicles I wanted to buy. And this Annihilator right here. And this big-ass Alcon was things that I wanted to buy. I did buy the Trader. The Torator. I did buy that, and then I sold it. Because I was at a time where I needed money. I never owned the Menacer. I never owned this. This took me forever to get. Because, back in the day, when I was trying to run warehouses and stuff, before I started running it, my buddy's like, oh, you need an Oppressor Mach 2 and stuff like that, and everything, and I was like, do you realize how much money that shit is? So, I never understood the after hours. I don't know what mission that is. Like I said, there's several missions that I have not done. Simply because none of my friends have done it for me, or anything like that. Apparently I did after hours with somebody, because the B-11 Strike Force is cheaper now for me. So apparently I did some of the part of the after hours missions. Let me look it up real quick on my phone. Because now I'm curious to, oops, that's my Teespring site. Oh, if you guys are wondering, Exclamation Merch takes you to my, my Stream Elements merch store. But if you're looking for, like, better, like, cell phone cases, so if, say you got, like, an iPhone that your version of your iPhone or a certain version of your Samsung phone is better than, I think it's the iPhone 10 on my Stream Elements site. Or anything like that. I do have, oops, that wasn't supposed to fucking happen. I do have another merch store that I'm opening. It's up. I gotta delete a bunch of shit out of here. Let me see here. It's up. I do have a 25% discount on the site if you use the discount code Ironman68. It gives you a 25% discount off your order. But if you're looking for more than just a cell phone case or a mouse pad or a t-shirt or a tank top, There is a difference in pricing, on on Stream Elements. The cropped hoodie for females is $52. It's set that high because the revenue isn't a good payout for that kind of hoodie. It's $52 versus a $14 payout. Whereas if you go to my Stream Elements store, it's all but $18 cheaper, so it's like $34.99 or some shit like that on Teespring, not Stream Elements, Teespring. And you'll get a discount if you use discount code Ironman68. I am running that discount because it is a new merchandise store. And then, you know, exclamation Rogue. Ooh, excuse me. That's that right there. You go. You buy their merch, cups, you know, cups. Energy powder, you know, for that. You know, you use my discount code, which is the, you know, Ironman68. It's my Twitch name. You save money on it. So that you know, that's a little bit. What was I doing though before I got sidetracked? Oh, I know what I was doing. Okay, let's see here. After Hours, which is it doesn't really tell me how to get it down to this. It says it was opened for the Black Madonna missions. I don't know. I'd have to talk to my buddy Madeline about that, because the part of After Hours missions is literally nightclub. The nightclub stuff. As you can see, the Diamond Casino heist right here. Some of these I have yet to do. and I can show you that. So, let me... Yeah, so this is my Insurgent. If it'll let me fucking jump up on it. No, it's not going to. But see how the fucking gun up there is bigger? I had to do that in a research thing. So, let me do something here real quick, guys. I'm gonna test something out. Paleto Bay facility, no. Nightclub. And then usually what I have to do is I have to do this. Oh, this right here, off duty. That's usually the outfit I run with Bogdan Problem. Oops. Special. That's what I named that. Serve. Badass. I'm about to earn my ass-kicking badge. Chill. And then you got, oops. And then you got casual. You know. Still got the war stock, cash and carry. Same outfit, similar, basically, except I changed the shirt to the skull with the fuck you. You know what I mean? So, alright. So we're about to do something stupid here. And it is absolutely stupid because loading into an online session... oh, wait, what's that say? Oh, yeah. Loading into an online session, public session, is a pain in the ass because you got people that fucking blow you up for no fucking reason because they want to be a dick. So, we're gonna go to the nightclub, and hopefully I can register as a CEO, and, I can, show you some of the things that goes on. But in real life, like my character has this money, yeah. You get the sign-in bonus for GTA every month, whatever. But if I would do everything, like warehouses and stuff like that, in IRL, like, holy fuck. Well, somebody had fun at the nightclub. That's my nightclub, by the way, guys. And I load into a bunch of police vehicles being blown up. So that's fun. But, you know, let's see if I can load into here. And, change some things around.
Damn it!
I may have to, yeah, 22 people. Let me see here. How bad is my internet? Network. Oops, that's the wrong thing. Connection status is 56%. That could be a problem. Anyways. We'll see what I can do. Hopefully it loads me in. If it doesn't, I'll probably have to shut my stream down. And, fucking do the internet all over again, bring it back up, and I can, continue the stream. But, a lot of my money that I did have on here, you know, like I said a few years ago, back in 2020, a lot of it came from, you know, helping other people run their MC businesses and stuff like that. I think this is gonna give me a problem, guys, so I'm gonna close the stream and bring it back up. I'll be right back.